Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Mira, Royal Detective. This is a animated series, 2 seasons. It is from 2020 to 2021. Each of the episodes run about 25 minutes or so long each. Right, 25 minutes. Yeah, 24 minutes. 24 minutes. And each of the episodes have two stories in them because children do not have long attention spans apparently, and well, we've seen that plenty of times before. There's a lot of Disney Junior stuff and stuff that's Disney Junior adjacent where you got to have two stories per episode, just because for them to stick around for a full 24 minutes of storytelling to just take them through a 3-part arc and B stories, yeah, no, it's not going to work. You got a one primary story, and you got to knock it out in 12 minutes. So, in this, Mira is a young girl. She's 8, I guess. I don't know. She's like a elementary schooler. Maybe she's a kindergartner. I have no idea. But she's in India. I believe it's India. Forgive me, I don't know. They don't expressly say that it's Pakistan or India, and I know there's a sensitivity between those two nations, and I don't want to misrepresent here, but I'm going to go with India, just from the costuming and everything else. Anyway, she is a royal detective, the youngest, but she's no less clever and inventive and able to solve any mystery, including lost bicycles, and while also babysitting at the same time. So yeah, she's resourceful. She has a lot of friends. She has a friend who luckily just invents things as needed. He tends to invent things, and then, oh, look, it becomes useful in the story. Yeah. So the first episode is pretty much sort of an introduction to what she does, her friends, all the characters, and she has to find a missing scarf that is going to be given to the queen, and they gotta track this down. And so there's a number of clues and sometimes some red herrings and different angles, pathways she takes as she asks the right questions and keeps just an open eye as to where things could have disappeared to, or to answer the right questions in order to solve the mystery by the end of the 12-minute episode. So yeah, she shows that kids to be imaginative and creative, and just think outside the box sometimes. And it can be a little bit of an adventure. For us older people, we could see the angles. We can see where this stuff goes. It's not made for us. But for kids, this gives them an opportunity to see if they can get a little ahead of Mira along the way. They tend to not throw too many hints out ahead of time, but yeah, there's sometimes maybe you might be able to get ahead of the game and figure out where that bicycle got off to. Where did that bicycle go? I don't know. I didn't look that closely, but I did pay attention. By the way, if you've ever heard of an actor anywhere that is Indian or Pakistani, guess what? They're in this series. I think they need to fire their agent if they are Indian or Pakistani and they live in Hollywood or like in America where they would cast something like this. And if they're an actor and they're not on this show, something's wrong. Somebody needs to get a new agent. So, of course, Mira isn't just the only main character here. She's a lot of friends who help out, but also animal sidekicks. And speaking of which are Chiku and Miku, played by Utkarsh Ambudkar. You may not recognize the name, but you have seen him. You've seen him in things. And, of course, Kal Penn. Hey, Kal Penn has been in a bunch of stuff, including Harold and Kumar's crazy getting high adventure, whatever that was called. It's been so long. But there's, gosh, Hannah Simone is in this. There's Frida Pinto. Jamil. Yes. Asif Manvi from The Daily Show. I know him from that. He's been in a bunch of other stuff too. Man, there's so many faces you recognize. Again, there's not a prevalence of Indian actors and Pakistani actors in Hollywood and movies these days, but so you get to see a lot of the same faces whenever they call for something like that. And yeah, there's, even though you may not see any of their faces in this animated series, you might recognize some voices. If I scroll enough down here, come on, there he is. Karan Soni, Deadpool's best bud, his cab driving buddy. He plays Manjeet in this. So yeah, there's a lot. Danny Putty from Community, and yeah, so he's in this as well. Again, there's an endless list. If you've ever paid attention to Indian or Pakistani actors, and I think it's fully cast, like everybody in this. There's not some white guy putting on an Indian accent in this. I don't think they do that anymore. I don't think Hank Azaria is going to show up and doing an Apu in this. No. There's not going to be any of that. So yeah, if you're looking for something that's a little bit different culture, and that you don't normally see in just about any animated series, that is focused on this specific area, this specific part of the world, and it's simple. Colorful animation. It's got some recurring little comedic bits. The goat traffic is, at least I just watched the one episode with the two stories. I don't know if it's like this in all the episodes, but both the stories had jokes about goat traffic. Like, well, the traffic's kind of heavy today just because there's goats in the way. So yeah. It knows its culture. It knows where it's coming from, and I think this would be a great thing. If there's a little Indian or Pakistani kid out there who's looking for something that shows them in the cartoon, you know what? This is, you can't get much better than this. So I think it's cute, and it's creative, and definitely worth checking out if you got some little ones who want to, maybe solve a few mysteries along with the Royal Detective alongside her. So yeah, it's a neat little opportunity that we don't normally get. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 69. What would that be? All right. We've actually, the last 4 days, we've hit all 4 different categories, which is kind of neat, that we don't normally get that. And they were all, and this technically, while it sits in the same category as documentaries, it's actually a reality show. I think the last one we had, it was a documentary. It was Bertie Gregory with sharks. So this is our 5th very distinctly different episode in a row. Episode type. So, all right. So this one, it's definitely not made for me. I've never watched it before, but I know what it's about. There's also a spin-off of this. I've rolled that into that because the concept is exactly the same. It's just a different region. But we're going to be watching at least one episode of the main series called Say Yes to the Dress. Yes, there's also an Atlanta version of that. So I don't need to see both of them. I don't think there's going to be a big change. You don't break what's already popular. If you're making spin-offs of a very popular reality TV show, you don't mess with the formula too much, even if you just change the location. So yeah, this is about dresses, I'm guessing, and people saying yes to them and picking a dress for, I guess, an occasion. I'm not sure. It's fashion. I don't know much about it, as you can tell. This so fashionable. The same shirt I've worn for almost 4 to 6 years. 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 Yeah, we're in year 7, but yes, 6 years. There's been different ones, but they're all pretty much the same black, except for those random ones. Or those different, I wore a different shirt every day for the first year of this series. If you go back, the quality is crap, but yeah. And I've improved so much. But every day is a different shirt, except for 2 or 3 days. That's the mystery. If you can find out which 2 or 3 days I'm wearing the same shirt in the first year of the series, you have to tell me. Just comment. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to be watching Say Yes to the Dress on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.